before. I don't remember exactly when. I feel like all the rest of the team kind of does the damage. I mean, you have a Beatrix, you have a Guinevere. These are very good heroes to kind of fight it out. So we'll see if it works out. RSG Singapore takes on Burnex Flash again. This grudge match from MSC 2023. We'll see if RSG does it, if they can overcome Burnex Flash.
Ooh, okay, here we go. So this will be super interesting. It's going to be a matchup again between these two teams. It's going to be a repeat of MSC. Last time we saw, ladies and gentlemen, Burnex Flash won 3-0 against RGSG. This could be a redemption moment for them. And what I'll be interested to see, besides the Alice pick, is how Lucian QT is going to play the Franco. How is he going to land the pokes?
I mean, he just pulled the purple buff away, so Chuma's jungle slowed down just by a little bit, thanks to Lucian QT being a pain. The D7 is going to try to make sure that this Franco doesn't slow down the jungle a little bit. That itself is already a minor advantage over to RG Singapore, just because Ray's jungle is uncontested. And he also has to control Ray, so he's not going to have the durability to heal as much, but he definitely does do decent damage. The snipe attempt to come through ATM versus Flicker. Diablo uses super spell to get away.
Ooh, look at this. A lot of attention given towards Diablo early on. And I guess this is where Burnex Flash, in general, they know that the main person you need to cut off is going to be Diablo. So that's why you can see that they are committed towards trying to get him. Even though they don't get the kill, as long as they can send him back to the base, that's good enough. That lane itself would have been won at least in the early phase.
We'll see. D7 is going to be just a little bit. Lucian QT will be there with him. Crazy damage, not enough. Lucian QT knocked out right now. Taking some chips from Burnex Flash, but not enough to go down. So it's gonna be up right now. Burnex Flash gonna start on it. Ray. You want to contest this? I mean, Diablo and Buji are going to be there. The Astral Recall used already. They'll be Hunt used onto the 7. They're gonna go on to one of the hook iron hook from QT. What was that first burn for RG Singapore? Final Flash is gonna be there. And Ray steals the turtle away. ATM now. Having it so siphoned away by this Alice is 2 for RG Singapore.
Wow, okay, it all started from that hook. That was insane there. Hopefully we get to see the replay of that later on. But looks takes herself way behind. And she can just throw all the skills from afar. And RSGSG won't have a direct answer to that. Unless if they could tank everything and clear off everyone else.
Excuse me, not Uranus, I mean the Arlot. I'm getting brainwashed. I keep thinking Uranus is in the game. But we see the Astro Echo. Oh, Iron's Revenge. That's the knockup. Oki able to dash away just in time thanks to the Bloody Hunt as well from Lucian QT, saving his teammate. Bray shows up, level 7 Alice. Do you have anything to do with him though? Bray, with the Impure Rage, he's dealing pretty decent damage. 4 members of Burnex Flash will be there. Bray continues to chase down. Not able to get anything done, at least protecting his teammate. Most important part, Oki stays alive.
Yeah, flowing blood all the way to the back line just to shoot them off. Not getting the kills, it's okay. But look at the bottom lane, looks like a little bit more control for Diablo. He's been penetrating through the second turret. It's not the second turret, just being a nuisance, but now he's joining in the middle, waiting for the right moment. Seacat and Super Shiva gotta be careful as Diablo jumps in.
And that's gonna be a knock-up, Iron Hook, very easy. Shuma still staying alive as a veteran after all. And once more, RS is under pressure, no stealing.
Okay, now next objective is up, so we're gonna see the turtle dance really soon. Lucian QT will be prepared, and we don't see Burnex Flash actually challenging for it, so they're gonna let it go. Interestingly, I guess it's also the lack of confidence, maybe the fact that RGSG is having control over the map so far.
I suppose it's okay, right? Because for Burnex Flash, they don't really have the necessary skills to test it. But Oki is again receiving a lot of the pressure. This tier 1 just went down. Lucian QT goes in. Bloody Hunt. D7 needs to run away. The item hook on the donut, and they make Mew out of him. Perfectly done again from RSG Singapore.
Wow, nicely done, Lucian QT. He is. So far, he's doing very well. I can say that he's proving me wrong at least. Like so far, his hooks land. The flicker in with the Bloody Hunt was on point. Looking good so far for Lucian QT.
I mean, we say it, right? Kaja is banned out. What's the closest to Kaja? Pick the Franco. And I mean,
Ooh.
he has been doing a phenomenal job. Diablo now having the experience advantage, goes in, just full steam ahead onto ATM. And that's enough to bring ATM down to half, but you know, it's an R-Lot. He's going to heal up with Demon Mark. The Violet Requiem from this Grenadier is going to be a bit of a problem. The damage is one thing, but the crowd control can't be a force to be reckoned with. But you look overall, Bray is level 10. He's 2 levels ahead of the highest level member of Cloud Next Flash.
That was going to come in for a second. Another home! What? How did he land that?
Oh my goodness. QT. Wow, Bray continues to chase. No follow-up, but doesn't matter. I mean, D7 is getting out-engaged right now. I mean, I say out-engaged, but really it's just Lucian catching him.
Wow, okay. Smelling revenge here from RSGSG. 5-0 so far. We had 3K goal lead. I mean, this is a result that a lot of people wouldn't be expecting, but Diablo gets another one, make that 6-0.
ATM, he's gonna go in, try to go for a chase. The facial migration, not enough to keep Diablo alive. Diablo ends up going down, but they do trade ATM back, and now Bray in the fray. Donut trying to stack up that passive, wants the damage, but can't get enough. RSG Singapore, they walk away with a couple of kills, and they take the tier 1 in the middle lane. Turtle secured by Super Chuma. This Fredrin finally getting that objective, but it was an expensive one.
Yeah. The middle fight was just pretty much buying time for Shiba. Right way!
Again!
He was prepared for that. That will be a straightforward kill. Oki will be happy to secure it.
They're gonna try to at least get some trade. Oki gets away. Donut couldn't get enough damage in. Oh, we're into a series now. 4K goal advantage for RSG Singapore so far.
4K goal advantage, and look at this spray. He already has a dominant eyes. So this will be difficult for players like ATM. Oh man, it's going to be really interesting. ATM is a dominant size of its own to try to counter onto players like Oki or even Lucian QT, or maybe even more so for Oki or Lucian QT, I would say.
That's kind of the snowball that RSG Singapore got rolling, right? But now we are looking at conversion. How much of that can you convert into an advantage? Can you keep the snowball rolling? Again, you're running the Alice. You have a levels advantage, right? 2 levels ahead of everyone else. The highest level player on the side of the next Flash. But if you're going to reach a point where everyone is level 15 with the same minus, then it wouldn't matter anymore. So they got to keep this going. Final Slash is going to be there. Bray put out of position. Super Chuma still healthy. Diablo forced away, and Bray trying to stay alive. Couldn't do so, but Oki sprays them down, and they find 2. The stolen Torn Apart memory is also there, and RSG Singapore trade 1 for 2.
Wow, okay, and they're not done yet though. They're waiting for the opportunity to hook. Lucian QT, okay, he sees C-Cat. He's going in, he knows the minions are there. C-Cat faces away, but there's no way for him to land that hook, so C-Cat is alive for now, and the counter from Burn X Flash is coming, but the most that they can do is maybe just clear off the minions.
I'm gonna try to engage. I mean, D7 will try, but it's undoable. You look at that 5.2k goal advantage for RSG Singapore. 9 minutes in, gathering around the Lord Pit already.
And Lucian QT is waiting as well. Okay, is D7 going in? Yes. So now Lucian QT all alone, but Oki is on the way though. Lucian QT flickers away, but still be caught up by Shima. And that's going to be another kill in the back for Burn X Flash.
And it's in a rough spot. I mean, it's out of position. So good catch by Burn X Flash.
An opportunity for Burn X Flash to finally get one of the objectives, but they're not in the clear yet. As Bray will be at the forefront. They need to deal with the members of RSGSG first.
Try Bray in the fray again. Needs his team with him. Donut, massive damage and just absolutely destroyed by Fuji. Oh my goodness, this Valentina is a force to be reckoned with. And just like that, RSG Singapore is gonna get Lord, salvaging what looked to be a potential disaster.
Wow, stealing it away from Burn X Flash and now putting pressure onto the top lane. And they are doing a little bit of a split here. Diablo putting pressure onto the bottom lane as well. So the moment Burn X Flash puts their attention to the top, that's when Diablo will push in.
All right, let's turn our attention to Burn X Splash. What can they do in this situation? Like, we're looking at RSG Singapore absolutely snowballing, right? Bray is level 14 to the Fredrin that's level 11. No one can stop him. The hook does miss. Final slash to be there. Fuji out of position. Caught out and destroyed by Donut. They get the bloody hunt right there. And okay! This decimates Burn X Splash. Diablo finds a double. And RSG Singapore wins that fight in the middle.
At the same time, the Lord is pushing at the bottom lane. But Burn X Splash will be able to clear off the Lord, but they cannot save their second turret in the middle. RSGSG, they are dominating this round with Oki still perfect in this round. No kills yet onto him.
And Diablo feeling really good about himself. They are going to disengage from the base, and they have done critical damage. Inhibitor down on the bottom side. RSG Singapore 8.4k lead. Look at this team fight.
Oh yeah, just look at this. So the moment they went in onto Fuji, that Fuji has needed that one tick of health left, and I understand why it's so tempting to just finish him off. But the follow-up from the rest of RSG to counter back onto the engagement of Burn X Splash, that was chef's kiss.
It was. Oki 5-0 and 3. Diablo 4-1-6. Illusion having 8 assists. Buji having 11. Now RSG Singapore basically having majority of control of this map. It might be even a game at this point, right? Oki is incredibly ahead at this stage of the game. Like, if you allow him to just unleash a full combo onto you, the Banished Rage, for example, you are gonna get absolutely destroyed. Top 3 network all on the side of RSG Singapore.
And on top of that, Bray is at max level, so you just look at the level gap between Bray and everyone else, right? Like,
It
it's
was
so
a
hard to
bait.
beat down Bray.
It was a bait. They used Bray as a bait, but they did end up losing Diablo. Alright. Using QD. And get into down. Profile memory used as well. It was a very cheeky idea, but they ended up losing one, so Flash still traded. Not what you want to be if you're at D7.
I guess they calculated the fact that Bray is at level 15. That's why they're like, okay, Bray, we know you're at level 15. The rest of Burn X Splash, they would have like what, level 11, level 12 on average. So you know that you can tank it up. And whatever happens, you can still escape, right? So go in to the bait and we'll save you. The follow-up from RCSG is on point this time.
Oh yeah, it certainly is. So no target is safe. Make a Burn X Splash. If you engage, just no clear by Brado in a very dangerous position. He's all alone on the Lord while Burn X Splash and all 5 members around the area. Lovaria, Astro Echo used already. Lord down a half. RSG Singapore. The rest of them are still on the bottom side. The mid lane's gonna push out. Bray engaged on. He needs help right now. The team has just arrived. Bray needs to survive long enough. They use every single skill. Final slice is dead. Bray's still alive. He's healing up. This Alice finally sniped on the Lovaria. But the Lord is gonna be taken, I believe. Was it by Burn X Splash? It could be them. I think they stole it.
Yeah, it's by Burn X Splash. Exactly. When the race is here, now they're going to count out to RNG with Diablo in trouble. As ATM will be happy to take that kill.
That was a disaster, Cloud. I mean, what? A weird interaction. I mean, RSG Singapore, it kind of was handed away, honestly, to Burn X Splash. Now we are back to an even game, but look at this. And they were so late to the party. The fact that RSG Singapore were not in position to support Bray. Such a heartbreak, honestly, at the Lord pit. The Lord itself was not even aggro towards the bottom side. It was aggro towards the jungle. That's not where the rest of RSG members are.
Yeah, if only the RSG members were like closer, like maybe around the jungle area, then maybe they would have been on time to save Bray. But now the fight in the middle, Donut is in trouble.
Bray is gonna continue to chase. E7 is the target. Winter Trunken used. Muji flickers forward, gets haunted instead. Gone on by ATM. Finished off by the Novaria. RSG Singapore, Oki's godlike. They trade 1-for-1. They're able to stop it just for a little bit, but top lane needs help right now.
The Lord is pushing in, forcing RCSG to go back. I mean, not because of the Lord that RCSG would definitely have pushed in, but they have to retreat back. But they will still maintain their inhibited turret at least.
C-Cat is starting to do massive damage on this Novaria, so we can't underestimate him anymore. Those Astral Recalls are going to start hurting, and look at that swing in network. At one point, RG Singapore had 8k, now it's down to 3.3k.
Oh.
Lucian QT caught it as well, all alone, flickers to safety. Immortality brings him back. They don't have enough damage to finish him off, but he couldn't follow up with his Iron Hook, so both teams disengaged.
Lucky enough for his immortality. I think he just got it right on time, if I'm not mistaken. So that kind of saved him. Too bad his other teammates were not there to follow up because everyone threw a lot of skills onto him.
And Burn Splash, they have ways to displace you. We've seen ATN do it multiple times with the final slash. Just catching SG off guard. You have to start to be a bit more cautious with how they move around the map. I think we've reached that stage of the game, right? It doesn't matter if they had a snowball. Now everyone is on even ground.
Yeah, totally agree. We are like, normally the measurement is about 50k. So the moment we hit that, it's like, okay, so down all to execution. Like everyone has the items that they need. It's just a matter of who makes that mistake. And speaking about mistakes, it could happen at the slot as both teams surrounding the objective.
OD7, very, very aware. The presence of mind is there for him. Protecting Donut as well. I mean, Oki right now he's the hero, right? 7-0 and 4 on his Beatrix. It's him or nothing. And will find themselves a D7 who loses immortality. Gonna flicker to safety. Good catch by RSG. Lore started by Chuma though.
Oh, but now, not that he has done much to the Lord, so it's still up for grabs for any side. We can see the spread of RSG this time. It's a little bit better than before. At least whatever happens, in case Lucian gets caught out or he gets a hook, they can follow up through.
I believe Fuji did steal the final slash, so they have an ultimate for this. D7 leaps into the push, ready for an ambush. Lucian QT misses the Iron Hook. This could be go time for Burnex Splash. The Astral Spirit chipping away at the health pool of Lucian QT also. Lord dangerously low. Ray, what is the plan? He's gonna get caught immediately. Ran backwards into the wall. The spear does miss from Novaria. C-Cat not getting the burst in, and Oki just absolutely eviscerates D7 and finds Donut as well. RSG Singapore needs a hometown hero, and they might have found one in this Beatrix. Lord gets taken by Burnex Splash, but 3 of their members will be dead. And Cloud, the base is exposed. The Lord is defending Burnex Splash's base.
Ooh, this opens an opportunity for RSG to push in onto the mid lane and get that inhibitor turret. They should be able to do it. 15 more seconds before the rest of Burnex Splash will arrive. But will there be enough time?
The hook, and that is the final slash used by both teams. The knockout from Diablo, doing just enough. And RSG Singapore strikes first blood in this grudge match.
Wow.